Ooh.
Intimate. Cozy.
Get closer. Ooh. Ooh.
You're fasting, please.
Do you know, actually, the other day at your birthday, when your friend asked me how we know each other, I was like,
How do you
I'm
know?
the best friend.
How do you know?
What do you mean?
How are you unaware?
So I'm waiting for a good introduction here, actually.
Okay. God damn. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that in my few months of this podcast, I have introduced people who I have said to truly and honest to God been my friends, my high riders, my low riders, my better in tombstone, womb to the tomb kind of mensa. But this right here, we're setting the standard. It is my honor, nay, privilege, same thing, to introduce to you my best friend, self-proclaimed, Aaliyah Davids.
I would have gone with twin flame, but anyway.
Twin flame.
It's fine.
Do you want to do it? We have to censor some of the content, unfortunately, because it is too risky for public consumption of a particular community that we will not speak of in this podcast.
The brown Muslim girls know what I'm talking about. It's fine.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I don't understand jokes. I do. I'm close enough. You say brown Muslim girls, and then there's me right there next to her.
She's part of the culture, actually. I've trained her like for a while.
Mashallah.
See?
And I say the right one now.
Yeah.
It took a few.
It took a while.
Inshallah. So, bestie! My bestie's back home, guys. She's moved.
I'm back in Cape Town.
Oh, my heart is happy, but apparently hers isn't because...
That's why I came back.
Yeah. We've got some heart problems here. Some things that just can't seem to be solved with heart surgery.
She means physical, just by the way. Just so we could...
Is your phone still on? Is that your phone vibrating?
No, my phone's on silent.
I don't know where my phone is. I don't know where.
Take that back.
I don't know. Okay, forget about it. It's okay. They probably didn't even hear it. I should have said nothing. Okay, so my homie is home. It's so good to have you here.
No.
I was begging to have you on the podcast.
I did ask to be on the podcast.
She did ask.
It's just like so
But
busy.
no, that's what I want. I want to know that the podcast has notoriety, that everyone would like to be on the podcast, you know? So what if I bring you on here to embarrass yourself? So what if I ask questions you don't want to answer? So how's your love life, by the way?
Next question.
You have to answer questions. You've got to keep it going. This
we're
is
talking
how
about
improv
a different
works.
sort of love this month. We're not talking about romantic love in the month of
We're
love.
not?
We're talking about platonic love. Take your shoe off. That's why I came.
So if you want a little brief history of Aaliyah Davids and my friendship, we started a love affair, strong, very strong. Okay, no love affair, as much as people think. We have dated. We became very close friends in our journalism honors year.
2019.
And
Pre-COVID.
oh my word.
Yeah.
Years. We've got years next to each
6
other.
years.
There's many friends that have come and gone in between. But at the end...
We won't go into that.
At the end of the day, it's us. We have been issues in each other's relationships. My relationships more than hers.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll go into that.
And we've come to the decision, absolutely not based on anyone's experiences that they've had recently, about having a conversation about
Platonic love, like I said.
platonic love and the expectations that come with friendships in comparison to romantic relationships.
And
Jinx.
specifically in friendships between women.
Because we are not men.
I just wanted to be clear. Just wanted to be specific.
Okay, so let's give a brief little rundown of my past relationship where you were an issue. Okay, and you can prove me right or wrong. Okay, so I previously dated an extremely closeted
Recently is a stretch, but okay.
Yo, it's been years actually.
It's been a while.
Okay, a couple of years ago, yes, COVID, I dated for 2 years a very closeted queer Muslim person. And this supporter over here, this ally, was very helpful in sending resources and just a lot of support,
Yeah.
And that's what queer Muslim people
I actually
deserve,
forgot that.
is a lot of support, very much now, very much back then.
Yeah.
Forever and ever. And I was so grateful to Aaliyah for doing that, because I knew that poor little closeted gay Muslim girlie really just needed someone that made her feel part of something, like a community.
Yes, because I also just feel like a lot of queer Muslim people feel very alone and like they don't know who's going to be like supportive of them or just like accepting, not even supportive necessarily. So I very much just wanted to be that. And also obviously it was Zoe's partner at the time, so I wanted to be supportive of Zoe because Zoe's my friend.
Aww, you're also so tall right now. I feel like I need to actually
I did say
take
this.
you to take. Did you?
I did. I was like, you're cutting me off a bit.
You need to move further back. Adjust. Slouch. I need you to slouch. I need you to get low. Okay, so back to our actual conversation that we were having. Do you want me to move the camera? No, it's fine.
No, it's okay. I can't see that far anyway.
Okay.
Even with the glasses on, it's very small.
Okay, so Aaliyah was very supportive of this relationship. But as a response to it, my partner at the time was like, why is she sending me this stuff? Like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't want to tell you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was like, oh, what? Like, there's no need, and then I'd be like, oh, but you asked for this, like you wanted support, you wanted to know what was out there.
But
for
also,
you.
you can't be dating someone that's like open or out the closet, whatever, and expect to stay in the closet forever. Like, how does that relationship progress?
It doesn't. It's called pocketing, and you will never make it out. And that's something I only started to realize when the country started opening up after COVID. So we did like 2 good years, and then it was like, oh, I could never survive like this in any regular situation. I think that relationship would have been in and out in 6 months in a normal world, maybe.
Yeah,
3.
because you couldn't do anything. Outside.
Yeah, 100%.
public.
That was like the best shot she would have ever had in her life to date me. And that's all about timing at the end of the day.
And I think it got worse just because Zoe and I are quite close.
Oh, very intimate. We date. We friendship date.
Yes, and we'll get into that. Zoe and I are quite like intimate. Like, I'm very fine hugging in public. I think everybody should be with their friends. I'm sweaty. Yeah. It's hard, guys.
Yeah.
And I think because she could only frame intimacy with Zoe in a specific... Is it fine that we're speaking about this?
I think so. I think it's going to help queer Muslim people out there.
Because she could only frame it in it, or I think because she assumed everybody else was like looking at her and Zoe and thinking, oh my gosh, this like lesbian couple. She just couldn't bring herself to be that way with Zoe. And then so she became jealous of like the way we were, which is insane.
Yeah. Because I think we were mimicking a version of herself that she could have been, but that she didn't allow herself to be.
And honestly, like, I feel so much for that previous version of her because now she's very much out and in a happy queer relationship.
And I did tell her that would be the case. I think I got to a point at the end of it where I was like, listen, the end of it, and then there was some more drama afterwards. But at the point that we were actually ending, I told her, I was like, listen, I just think that you would do this for someone that you genuinely were invested in. And I promise you, you might meet someone, the next person. It was, in fact, the next person, or it might be a person in a couple of years' time. And it's going to be like a click for you that this is the life that you want to live. And she did a lot of learning because, like, even when we started dating, we'd kissed already, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm straight."
Girly Bob.
I'm not a man. I'm unfortunately not a man.
Unfortunately. Please.
Yeah. So then it became very toxic and very jealous of Aaliyah by the end of the relationship. And I just think that that's something I can never have in my dating again. You know, like some people are there to be a lesson. And my biggest lesson I got from that relationship is, one, I can never be closeted. I need to be with someone who is out. I'm too far along in that journey. And then the second one, just...
No, but also I think, like, take me out of it. Just
take you out of it. You gotta be nice to my friends.
No, besides that, you and her, even that would have been an issue because you are someone that's like very comfortable with yourself and your queerness. Even that would create jealousy with someone that's not.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially at that age.
You're giving too much away.
I'm sorry.
Now you're giving too much away.
No, but honestly, all the love, I'm very happy for. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for her. Happy for everybody.
I was like, why are you happy for me? Junkies.
I am. I'm happy that she's like come to this point. I hope everybody is at a point at this age, especially when they're just more comfortable with themselves.
That's what we deserve in this life, especially right now. I think I told you I was going to bring this topic into the conversation.
Okay.
You see, I just let it flow, but not really. You know,
go for it.
But like, I fear for queer people right now. I'm very fearful, especially for queer Muslim people right now, online, and like the current hatred that's being, I think, allowed, especially in any queer space right now, actually, like the trans community.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on. I feel like, unfortunately, Donald Trump is having a bigger impact on us as a country than we thought he would. I, for one, definitely didn't think he was gonna...
You didn't think?
Act up.
I said, well, I didn't think he was gonna shout out the Afrikaners.
Afrikaners, cutting off aid, like just being a dwarf. Like, I thought he was just gonna be a dwarf in his own country. Why must I care?
Elon said, away.
He was like, I'm coming.
Do you know what I literally said yesterday? This is completely conspiracy theories. I was like, I think Donald Trump's actions against South Africa is all part of a plan to make USA the dominant rugby playing nation
I saw
by
that they're going to
2031.
Our rugby players.
Yes,
I saw
because
that.
you know in 2031 they are in fact hosting the Rugby World Cup.
Ew.
And they just started their first professional women's league for rugby. There are so many reasons. They now have the most followed rugby player in the world. Elon said, we couldn't beat them with bombs and machines. What's the one way we can bring our nation together to break down another nation? Rugby.
Who are they beating with bombs and machines?
Palestine.
Oh, I was like, what?
What do you mean?
I mean the bombing South Africa. I'm like, what?
Do I need to give you a history lesson?
No, I understood.
Okay.
It was just a bitchy all over the place.
No. Fair enough. This is how conspiracy theories works. Anyway, let's go back to our actual topic.
So, yes, everything happening with Donald Trump at the moment. And then this poor imam being shot and murdered. Guys, whatever your beliefs are, I don't understand why you'd be celebrating someone's literal murder. Like, that's kind of evil, for lack of a better word. There is actually no better word. I don't know why you're like, oh my gosh, yay, this man is dead. Like, what? Like, what did he do?
It was God's will? No.
What did he do to you? He did nothing. He was chilling. He was like, let love live.
He was literally coming back from like
marrying a couple. Like, literally, what impact does it have on you as a person? Please.
And I didn't realize how international the story.
Yes, he's the first gay man in the world.
I didn't know that. Like, did you know of him before?
I have heard of him, yes, and the mask and stuff, yeah.
Oh, interessant.
It's Ramadan soon. Be better.
Period. And good luck with your fast, my boy. I know it's quite hot up here, and I was like, would you like some water? She's like, no.
I'm banging my days. I left it very last minute. Don't judge me.
But here you are, hungry. You know, me and my ex that I was talking about, we actually started dating in Ramadan. Is that a bad thing?
We listen, we don't judge.
Okay, but it's okay. It was a long time ago. One of my exes even took me out for my birthday this year. And my mom was like, was it that one? And I was like,
sorry? Sorry, who? When were you going to tell me this? Who?
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. What do you mean?
Who? Oh! No, you did tell me. No, you didn't. Did you? No. Because you know I'm going to mood you.
It was just
wait.
brunch.
Which one is the crazy one?
That one.
Guys.
It was just brunch. If you want to take me to Mulberry and Prince, be my guest.
I do not call women crazy. Like, I really don't. There's 2 women I probably think are crazy for real. One is my ex's ex-girlfriend, because she tried to ruin my life. Like, for real. Like,
Which is?
she for real tried to ruin my life. And then this girl that Zoe dated. Like, I fear for Zoe's safety.
But it's okay. My heart is good now. I'm thriving. We still had like a conversation. She was still telling me she has a Valentine's Day date on Friday. I was like, Slay Queen.
Why is she telling you this?
You know she's in love. Shame.
Because
too bad my heart's somewhere else.
She's just very clingy, like very quickly. Which I mean, I know is like the lesbian way, but
it's what we do.
It was a lot.
It's
the you. I did not like the way Zoe was treated.
And you never even met her.
And I never even met her.
And that's how you know. And this is, again, another reason why I need my friends to approve, in fact, of the people I date. Because my friends, they're my pillars, man. Not only do I want to hang out with both my friends and my partner at the same time, which I haven't been able to do in my previous relationship since you've come into the picture, actually.
Oh my God. Can I just say, though, the girl she's sort of seeing now, she likes me. I think that's a good sign.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, she does. And you like her?
Which is a good sign. I very rarely like the people. Only because I'm not crazy. Only because
she's jealous.
No. Because I need them to treat her right. If you're not going to treat her right, leave.
As it should be, queen. But yeah, no, I think we have set a standard, not just in like the people we're going to settle for in the same space, but also just like how we date each other.
Yes, and when we say this, we mean very platonically, because we believe in platonic dating.
Do we?
Yes.
I've tried. It's okay, guys.
What the hell? Yes, we believe in platonic dating.
You're right. Fine. I don't know. I feel like it's canon. You have to confuse the enemy. You need, not the enemy, the audience. Y'all need to think that we're dating just a little bit.
Okay. No, for real. This is why I actually wanted to come talk on this podcast, because I have realized recently that we have very high expectations of our, I don't like saying female, but female friends, women friends, our girlfriends, but we give them less than we give our romantic partners, and we have higher expectations. And I think as we get older, it's getting worse, because obviously you have like less time for things or whatever. But I'm just like, I saw this TikTok and I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to steal it. Just this girl like chewing basically and being like, oh, okay. So like you gave him 400 chances, but you're giving me 1. And I'm like, yes.
Why was she chewing? Why was that important?
Sorry. She was like that important to the story. I was like sarcastic, like, yeah, like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, yes, I had to listen to you give him 400 chances.
I was like, me?
No.
Don't worry, I heard the him and I was like, that's not me.
But you won't give me 1 chance. Yeah.
Listen, I've had so many, like all of my last friendships that have sort of ended. Either they've done something really fucked up, or they've sort of had an issue with me out of nowhere that hasn't really been substantiated by anything, or they haven't verbalized in any way. They've just chosen to like go ghost.
That's
after 5-year-long friendships.
That's part of it. It's like a case of like, if you're in a romantic relationship, you're gonna be like, oh, let me sit this person down and like air my issues and talk about it.
Like, I need you to know that this made me unhappy, and I wasn't feeling that.
Whereas like people will just be cutting friends off now.
Snap. Ooh. Give us examples. Like who?
Talk about it.
Go talk about it. There's too many. We're gonna need a whole series on per person.
No, it's not the case.
It's enough. There's enough.
Go both ways. So yeah, I just think we need to date our friends more. We need to like just remember that these people have been with us through so many different versions of ourselves, thick and thin. Been
she
there.
was a lot thinner when I met her.
So were you, bitch.
So was I.
What was I saying?
Thick and thin.
so many versions of yourself. Been there to pick up the pieces when your romantic relationships have, gone south. We should just have a little bit more grace for our women friends, our girlfriends.
Do you think we're not just having too much grace for our partners?
That's a different story. I'm not getting into that.
Let's get into it. Talk to me. I mean, I definitely give a lot of people a lot of chances. But then some people at the same time, I don't know. I feel like we've now dated so many people. We. We?
It's a French we.
We've dated so many people that now there's starting to be more habits. Like when I look back at like the beginning of dating, there were very definite strengths that I have never seen since. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay. So let's look at like when you start dating when you're younger. It's very definite dates. There's wooing. There's consistency. There's communication. It doesn't.
You've got nothing else going on though, besides studies. Like that's
Fair enough. But I mean, even if you look at my brother, like even the way he dates now, I mean, he is a boy, but like he only went on his first proper date like last month, but he's kissed people and he's
okay. I don't know.
just kissed people. But yeah, so like, has the complete dynamics of it all shift, or is it? Are we just thinking it's only shifted with us?
In terms of what though? Like in terms of the expectations?
Yeah, in terms of the expectations, in terms of, I don't know, the right course of action, like what's going to come first. Like I feel like back in my parents' day, it's like, okay, you date, you get married, you move in together, you have babies.
Okay, I have a take.
What'd you take?
So, like the work world is changing with digital nomads and we all hate them in Cape Town and blah, blah, blah. But Gen Z, I'm including myself, guys, I'm 1997. My sister will say no. Our expectations of work, or at least I can speak from like Zoe and mine, is that like you're gonna give me flexibility, you respect my like boundaries when it comes to work-life balance, like I need a healthy working environment, blah blah blah. And I think we're still navigating that. Like the work world is still figuring out how to like hybrid offices and all that stuff. I think the same thing is happening with dating, where we're still figuring out people's like different expectations now. I feel like previous generation, it was like what you said. It was like, oh, we're gonna meet, we're gonna date, we're gonna get engaged, we get married, blah blah blah, have kids. Now we're like, oh wait, no, I'm gonna go travel the world, I'm gonna go do all these things, and then I'll come back and maybe date. Maybe if I'm feeling like it. And I have issue with this because,
are you not part of the problem?
I am part of the problem.
But I am also the solution.
No, more, I don't know how to frame this. My issue is I feel like women are changing and we're adapting in like how our roles play out in relationships.
Oh, most definitely.
Especially within heteronormative relationships.
We've never earned more money than we have right now.
Bruh.
We will never have more rights than we have right now.
Debatable.
Oh, I really hope we do. Good God. Women presidents, let's go.
So we are changing. I don't feel like men are changing at the same pace. And I don't feel like the expectations are changing. I'm so serious. They're not changing at the same pace. I feel like you've got literal 30-year-old, 35-year-old men being like, oh, I'm like not looking for anything serious. Like, what?
What do you mean, sir?
What?
You can't even find your hairline and you don't want a girlfriend.
But then those same men 2 years later want to like get engaged to like 24-year-olds. And I'm like, that's weird.
Not a fan. And I feel like a modern media right now is having a lot with these age gap couples. Oh, by the way, I watched Bridget Jones's.
I let you have it in my calendar on Monday.
I'll come with you again.
We said we were watching it on Monday.
My mommy and brother wanted to watch it. And I wanted to watch it. And it was on my legal streaming site. No. We can watch it downstairs and you can watch something else.
Nee, God. I'm going with my mommy.
Okay, it's a very cute movie to watch with your mommy, by the way. I think you'll love it. I'm sorry. Where was I going? Okay, but like the whole introduction of like these age gap couples as main love interests. Why have these been the best rom-coms that people are putting their money behind? Either it's Jewish stories or age gap couples. And who's controlling this in the media? The Jews.
I didn't want to say it. It'll be anti-Semitic if I say it.
I think it's anti-Semitic if anyone says it.
More if I say it.
No, it's even that Kirsten Bell movie about the rabbi.
The series.
The Netflix series.
I like that series.
I really liked it, but the thing is,
this is so all over the place. What are we talking about?
That's how my podcasts work. The thing, have you never listened to my podcast?
I'm all over. Of course I have.
I edit it nicely. It all blends into each other. But the thing is, the timing and the decision to put that out at that very moment.
No, obviously.
Like, obviously, people were like, let's get the supporters out there.
In fact, I've read a lot of takes that Trump is not punishing South Africa for, oppressing the Afrikaans people. Shout out Afrikaans people. He's punishing us for backing Palestine.
Duh.
I'm like, yes, guys. Yeah. Did you see the protests in Pretoria though?
The Afrikaans protests.
Apartheid 2.0. That's literally a poster.
Girlie, there wasn't even a Apartheid 1.0 for you. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
See, this is the problem. I do structure them normally, and then I send you the questions beforehand.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah,
I didn't get special treatment.
No, you didn't get special treatment. I've been slacking a little bit. I thought we were going to do it next week. I forgot.
She literally, we discussed this. I put it in my calendar.
Do you know
Same as the Bridget Jones movie. And I commit to my calendar stuff, guys.
You got no friends here. Shut up.
I do.
Okay.
What?
I love you. I love you.
Fucking taking that out.
Loving you. It has been such a struggle, y'all. I've been busy. The busiest I've ever been in my life. And I got a diary. And then sometimes things just slip out the diary.
This is why I use Google Calendar.
I thought I'd be more successful.
I'm actually going to start sending you Google Calendar.
That is actually a very good idea.
So then you actually can't forget.
You see, the problem with Aaliyah and I is we are too different.
Ooh.
Hot take. It's not even that hot. The problem is we're two completely different people in terms of like our organization strategies. Like I'm very grateful. Shut up. I'm very grateful we survived going to Dubai together without any like
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
I thought you were like going to bring up something.
No. Like we traveled well together because I think I was completely like, okay, whatever you say, we're gonna do.
No, hold on.
Okay, there were moments where I was like, stop spending money, I need to breathe. But that was Dubai.
Firstly, I am
rich.
I do make money. Firstly, I'm type A personality, oldest brown Muslim daughter. Sorry, it just is what it is. I am gonna plan. I'm trying not to, but anyway. And then B, secondly, we went to a festival. There wasn't much for me to plan.
That's true. And then the day we were like,
yo, guys.
Yo, out.
How long was it? 4 days?
4 days.
4 days.
A 4-day festival. A 4-day Muslim festival, which means alcohol. Yes, because it was in Dubai, which means the alcohol was
alcohol was expensive.
Yeah, expensive. 600 rand for a beer. Oh, you mad? I was sneaking in waters to the festival. I had one small little Emirates bottle of water, one small little Emirates bottle of gin.
We only found a tap on the last day.
Do you know what I started doing? I started just bringing the gin in the sneaky pouch under, because obviously they checked the bags. And then what I did is I just started going, I was like, sorry, my ice melted. Please, could you just like give me a refill? And that was my water. And then I was like, no need to fill up on water.
No, guys, that was hectic. And it was very long. And then what was the story with the train?
Oh, the train
only started up at 5.
Yeah, and the festival
ended at 5.
No, ended at like 3 or 4.
No, the last stage closed the same time the train opened.
Oh.
Yes.
And we said, girly, we're strong.
Yeah, we're like,
we're living in Dubai. We're gonna live it out. We're gonna last till the end. Man, 2 o'clock hits, there we are.
We're literally sleeping next to the stage because we're like, we don't want to pay for an Uber because it was so expensive.
And there we are. I literally fell asleep on the dance floor. Laying
so
down.
we did it.
It was beautiful.
We did it.
And then
Stunning.
after that, what were we doing? 800 rand Ubers every night. Yalla, yalla. Let's go, boys.
Habibi, come to Dubai. Don't
Not
go.
on my own budget, baby.
Loki, I want to go again. December or Jan.
Girl, there are better things in this world than Dubai.
100%. But I want to go shake my ass on a yacht in a thong in
You don't have
Dubai.
any more friends in Dubai. Who are you going to go?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Guys, I'm not happy.
Stay tuned
Not
to the close
happy.
friends.
You have a close friends? What do you post there? Sorry, you were looking a bit oily. Yeah, a little sun. Okay. Please, this is a professional podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great sadness that I have to also let you know that this is Aaliyah Davids' last podcast with us.
What?
She's just not funny. She's just doesn't bring the bands. It's just a pretty trying time. I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. She's back home now. I think she's gonna be my main person. When you come home, my other bestie decides to leave, but that's something for her to tell in her own time.
Hectic.
So sad.
That is actually whack, dude.
I think it's my turn. I think I need to go out and travel the world. What do you think? Visa allowing.
Visa allowing.
Listen, I went to go do my visa today and I have been shitting myself for the last 2 weeks because of this. Because last time I tried to get my Dubai visa, I wasted 5K
That's just 'cause
on
you messed up.
scammers.
That's just because you messed up. It's not like you weren't going to get the visa.
I know, but you never know. And now it's just caused unnecessary anxiety. The anxiety that comes with that freaking visa, I can't explain it. It's just like next level.
Okay.
That's why I need to marry a European or someone with a little smidgen of European in them. They need to.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I'm looking at you, boo. Look, but a lot of the people I've been dating of the last couple of years have been international, and I don't know why.
I was living abroad.
Yeah.
Oops.
Before Aaliyah went to an Arab nation,
You have to make such a
used to
distinction
be
with it.
so racist.
No.
So racist.
No, I refuse. I had, and I still slightly have, an issue with a specific kind of Arab. Those like arrogant, full of themselves, bleed money Arabs, right? Those ones. And we all do. We see them at the waterfront. We see the kids covered in Louis Vuitton blankets. That's not right.
We smell them before we see them.
And they smell great. Like, so good. Straight up.
So good.
I have since discovered that African Omani specifically, their vibes.
Tell us about your expedition. How did you discover this?
So Oman actually has a complicated slave history with Kenya and Tanzania that they don't speak about. I hope I'm going to be let back into the country. So you get a lot of African Omanis who are half Kenyan, half Omani, half Tanzanian, half Omani. They speak Swahili. They are tall, gorgeous people.
And we know you love a Muslim black mix.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for having me.
It's been a time. Aaliyah Davids, ladies and gentlemen.